field just west of Shallow Lake on some sand ground, close to Sobble Beach, I guess you'd say. Finding lots of egg masses in this field of P8820, kind of a shorter crop, so it's a lot easier to scout for egg masses. Those guys look like they just got hatched, and actually on the same plant I'm finding egg masses that are further advanced, so those probably were laid maybe 2 days prior, but you can see a little larvae in there. It's kind of tough. So what actually happens is the moths will fly in and they're attracted to fresh tasseling corn. It doesn't mean to say that they won't still land in corn that's been tasseling for a long period of time. So they'll lay their eggs here, and those eggs will hatch. And actually on the same plant I'm finding larvae, egg masses that have hatched. And those larvae, they need to feed first on the tassel. So they'll move up the plant and then feed on the tassel. And then they'll move back down the plant onto ear. And that's when they actually start feeding on the cob. So they will feed on the silks all the way into the cob. And it'll open and expose the ear of the cob to a variety of diseases, including dawn, vomitoxin, which can be a major issue in the fall for marketability. We need to ensure that those cobs are protected. Products that we're using, Delegate, Coragen, Delegate, anyone that's growing Pioneer seed, the chemical company that's associated with Pioneer gives $5 back an acre for each acre of Pioneer seed that you're growing. So that helps make it more cost effective. It has residual and knockdown effect. So basically the product will be applied, either paired with a fungicide or not. But the product will be applied, the eggs will hatch, and once those eggs are hatched and feeding on anywhere where there's been contact with that chemistry, those larvae will die. If the larvae is already out when the application happens, it's going to knock those little guys down right away. So you're not counting on the residual effect. So that's pretty important though, because of how long this window really is for moths to fly in. I really would suggest considering a fungicide while you're making that application, just because it could be proper timing. Keep in touch with me on that. Yeah, a Delegate would be the first option for those of you that are growing Pioneer seed, just from a cost-effective standpoint. Our threshold that we use is check 100 plants, and if 5 plants have egg masses on them, then it has reached economic threshold and warrants an application of insecticide.